as you see in this example, the email response, the draft is this: Hey Jane, thanks for reaching out. I'll check on the available size and for that product you like to as soon as possible. Thanks, Jane, etc. The reason why it pretty much put it in this category, the confidence of this category, and the subject, it pretty much just tracks everything, and then you can easily reply to the client. So this simple automation, it is very simple, which is just watch your emails, respond to the emails, or just draft the emails or track the emails as well. It's very simple, but I've seen a lot of demands for it, especially with companies where, they're coming in, clients are sending, they're receiving emails, and essentially these emails have, whether there's like a PDF within the email, they they have to read it and then pretty much classify into a Google Sheet or something like that. So I figured I'd make this quick video on how I did this for an e-commerce company, but this could be for personal email, however you want to go about it. So this e-commerce company was receiving hundreds of emails. I'm sure your inbox are flooded. So if you want this quick automation, here how to go about it. So there you go. So right away, so this is an email watch trigger. So all it does is pretty much you just at the top, you just pretty much just connect your email to it. So this is my email, my FounderPad Gmail. So you go there, you connect it, and then from there you connect the folder, which is the inbox, and then what type of filter you want. This is just a simple email, and then criteria all emails, and then from date. This was back in March, around March 24th, 2026, when I built this. So here you go. So this is first, if you just go on make.com and just add this email, and then from there you just connect it. And from there, the next part is the email classification. This is where prompting becomes extremely important within ChatGPT. So this is very important, the classification. So a lot of automation fails, however, but this is one of the most important part of the build. So it's really at the top. So this is the system prompt. So there's like a user prompt message, but this is part here is a system prompt. So for this, you give it the context. So you are an email classification assistant for a fast growing company. You have XYZ company. So this is all about giving the AI context from the company. So that way, when it responds, it has all the context it needs. But at the same time, you also don't want to overload it. So again, so what you're doing here, you're giving it incoming email. So if it's like for personal use here, you just write it that way for personal use. This is what you do. Generally, what type of emails you get. And then, in this case, the classification. So this is a 3 different classifications. So one classification is support, one is sales, the one that wasn't is other. So this is what something called 2-shot prompting, 2 to 3 or multiple shot prompting, where you give it examples. So in this case, support, post-purchase inquiries, orders, returns, etc., shipping. So as like, you're a company, you're seeing all these things sort of emails. So that's where this matters. And then the sales, pre-purchase inquiries, product questions, wholesales, bulk orders, whatever the client want to order. And I'll show you the results I just saw in the beginning. And then other is everything else, press, finance, legal, etc., whatever people are sending to you or the business, So from the start, so as you see here, we're giving it rules. So base your decision on the sender's primary intent and context. So sometimes AI are based on keywords, but in this case, it's like you want to give it context, intent. What is the customer trying to do? That's how you kind of watch it. Or what's the point of the incoming email? And then to classify it into these 3, and then the JavaScript object notation, JSON format. You want this very strict because we're going to put everything into a Google Sheet. So you want it to follow it directly every single time. So the 3 categories, as I mentioned again, support, sales, and other. And we will have a confidence notation, and then essentially just a confidence column and then a reason column. As you can see here, we have the confidence, reason, category, and sales. And those other parts, we just added these into the Google Sheet. I will just go over that a bit later. So example, we're giving an example. This is the 2 to 3 shot prompting where you're giving it examples. What they're looking for and where it should be classified. So do you offer bulk pricing for boutiques, etc.? So that would be an email. And then, for example, that's obviously sales. You show the AI this is where it should be from a zero, for a confidence of 0 to 1. What is that, a 0.5 or 0.9? You can look at this as percentages, or 98% confident, 96% confident. And then this part, what it's doing, the user prompt, is just like classify this email, and it's just taking in the subject and the text, and then you making sure the format is in JSON. So you may not care about this. However, you might just care about just like putting out the email and just drafting the email for people and just like respond to it. But there's also like, it's almost like speed to lead as well, making sure things are fast, making sure things are classified, making sure clients are getting response. So sometimes you reach out to a company and you get a response right away. That's one way you think about it, but this one is just more like just an automated system. This can actually help you if you even give it more context. So again, you're giving a context at the top. This is a system prompt again, and you are customer service, and you're writing to your customers, and then you're giving it context of how it should be. It's an assistant, but at the same time, you should write short, prompt, warm emails to clients. And then what's your role? You'll be given very similar to the email classification that I showed, and it's in tone, support, enthusiasm. Especially in sales, you want the AI to pretty much, you want to sell, and you want your team looking at this right away. People don't want to read emails longs, etc. So you're making sure you give it context, and then you give it generally a template. As much as AI can write as much as possible for you, generally you want to give it some sort of template in its response, so that you want to give the model some tools, and then allow it to just be itself, but at the same time you don't want it to be too much, especially in a business case. So that's where we're at. So this is the reply draft. We write this, and then from there, the last part of this is just connecting the Google Sheet and just tracking everything. This part is just about just tracking things and just showing it in the Google Sheet. Nothing more. Again, you just connect the Google Sheet. That's just relatively easy. And then if you go into Google Drive, you just pretty much just showing where each step goes into. And then from there, okay, the date, just for tracking purposes, and the sender. So that's just coming directly from the email, connecting the subject directly from the email, the category. This is parsing the JSON from the email classification. So this is just, okay, this is the response the AI has, the first ChatGPT, and then as well the confidence, and then the reply obviously comes from the second ChatGPT. As you can see, all of these come in here. That was the last time it was ran. So you just close everything, and then at the end of it, that's why you have the date, the sender, the subject, the sales, the reply draft. So one thing we can do here is essentially, so we can just take this. So for example, if let's say we wanted to respond to this, so send an email, send an email, subject, content. So we'll just pretty much just connect everything live right now. So subject come directly from the ChatGPT subject, but a lot of this is already so done that reply to right here. Why my make is being so slow right now? But essentially this is like the head of the subject. Subject, actually, it's right here. There you go. Beautiful. So right here, available product size right here. So whatever the subject is, you just want to reply with it, and then it's like the RE, and then you put whatever that is. So in this case, we can just do here. So RE, that's often how they are. And then from there, for the content, that part is already done with the ChatGPT. And then you just go here. And then, so this is the email that comes in. I'll show you the entire run. And then this is part of the second ChatGPT response. If we come in here, results, no, this is the first one. So this is 7. The email draft is 7, so we got to use the 7 one. So it should be this one up here. Updates. Hey, thanks for reaching out. There we go. Boom. Content. Boom. Save. Just like that, it will just reply directly to the client. So you have it drafted here. Obviously, if you want to draft, you just like use another tool and then just see it. Email to. That's obviously, so again, same thing. So it's like, where did the email come from? So it's the same person that sent you the email. You just take their email, send their email. So perfect. Right here, you just connect that, and then is that email from, is that asking? I'm updating this slide for you guys in terms of like, do this. And just do this. My make is being so slow, but okay, perfect. So this should be good. So slow. And yeah, just like that, it should, you have it right here. So essentially, the email comes in. So I will show you where the email comes in. This is right here where the email comes in. Send to the main email. Hey, I would like to know this, if this product is available in size M. And essentially, all this, all the confidence and date, as you saw, all this stuff was created. The subject, and then this was the response, and then now you can also send the response directly from make.com to the client. So as you can see, this was the live update I did with you guys, and then pretty much just run it. You can just have it done every 15 minutes, however you want to run it for yourself or the company. And yeah, so this is it. So if you'd like to do this, you can just follow the steps that I show here, or if not, you want me and my team to do some more automations for you, please send a quick message or leave a comment, and then we can go from there. Have a good rest of your day, and talk to you soon. Or you can send it to my email as well, which is gene@founderpad.com. So talk to you soon, and please like and subscribe.